just table. Yeah, for that. I'm gonna play that. Body not real though.
Yeah.
On that thing. It's good on McDonald's. Put it in the corner. Shabbat Shalom, the holy gym. We are in the store for a good lesson today. I can't sense it. Bless the Holy One of Israel. Happy Shabbat. That's right. Yeah. Title of this video inspires me to want to go to the prison and preach. And that's right, brother. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Yeah, I got a lot of brothers, man, that went down back in the days, and now they just getting out after 30, 25, 30 years. That's right. Right, brother. Yep. Well, we can't never say never, brother, because the Most High, I'm going to show you, that the Most High, he hardens and he softens people's heart. That's like he hard. I mean, he softened Donald Trump hard to that Larry out. Yeah, so, the Almighty, I'm going to show you that the Most High running it from heaven and the man ain't doing nothing. Man on earth ain't doing nothing but following direction. Yeah. Yeah, I got a few cousins in there, man, doing a whole lot of time, too. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it today, brother. We have a good time talking about it. Let you know how the Most High work, and it ain't never too late. As long as you got breath in your body, it's never too late. Don't never say, don't never say what y'all can't do. Y'all can do everything, anything, and everything. Again. Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. YAHWEH being Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all honor, glory, praise, the worship of Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, Yah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now today's topic I'm going to talk about how Yahweh gets people out of prison. And can't nobody else do it but Yahweh. That's it, and that's all. If you're depending on a lawyer or some money or a man, that ain't gonna get it. That's all propaganda. Yeah. Shabbat Shalom, Jewel Gladly. Shabbat Shalom, Sherelle. Yeah. Going again. Okay. Well, I'm having an internet problem today. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna try to get through this lesson without it cutting off all the way. Yeah. And I was trying to wait till a few more brothers and sisters get on here to get started, but I see they late, and I got to go and get started. Yeah. Y'all want to go and get started? Wait a few more minutes. Y'all want to go and get started, brothers and sisters? Y'all want to wait a few more minutes? Whatever y'all want to do. That's a yes or a no. I hope no technical difficulty like last week. I appreciate your time. Okay. Shabbat Shalom. Okay. Wake was 13. Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch over to another internet service to do something because it's always messing up around here. It's raining and stuff today. The weather kind of bad, so I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna get started, brothers and sisters. First of all, I want to prove that the Almighty do everything. He woke you up this morning. He running the world by himself and everything. So I want to prove that he woke us up this morning first. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 50. I'm going to get like an introduction of Yahweh first before I get started. Okay, I'm on Isaiah chapter 50, verse 4.
Isaiah chapter 50, verse 4. Yahweh Elohim have given me the tongue of learn.
He gave me the tongue to learn.
That I should know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary.
That's right.
He waketh morning by morning.
He waking you up every day, morning by morning.
He waketh my ear to hear as to learn.
And he making my ear to learn. Okay, he woke us up this morning. Now let's go to Daniel. Yeah, I think I want Daniel. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to Daniel. I'm gonna go to Daniel chapter 2 and start at the 20th verse.
Daniel chapter 2, verse 20. Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of Elohim forever and ever.
Yeah, forever and ever.
For wisdom and might are his.
Everything belongs to Yah. Wisdom and might are his.
And he changeth the times and the seasons.
Yahweh changed the time. He goes from summer to winter, from winter to summer. He changes the time and the seasons.
He removed the kings.
He removed presidents, kings. He removed kings.
And set it up kings.
And he'll set another king in replace of that first king you remove.
He gave wisdom unto the wise.
He give wisdom to certain people and to the wise. He don't give it to everybody. He give it to certain people.
And knowledge to them that know understanding.
And knowledge to the one that don't understand. He don't give knowledge to everybody.
He revealeth the deep and secret things.
He reveals the deep and secret things to people.
He know what is in the darkness.
He know what everybody doing in the darkness. He see you in that house, breaking in that store, raping the person. He see you in the darkness.
And the light dwelleth with him.
And the light is the same. The light and the dark is the same in Yahweh.
I thank thee and praise thee, O thou Elohim, my fathers, who has given you wisdom and might.
Yahweh the only one can give you wisdom and might.
Has made known unto me now what we desired of thee, for thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter.
That's right. Yahweh the only one can do it. Now let's go to over here to Daniel 4 and 16.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 16. Let his heart be changed.
No. Let's go to 17. My fault. I mean, 17.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones.
Of the holy ones, watch this.
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
That we know. We don't believe. We don't think. We don't guess. We know that Yahweh ruling in the kingdom of men. Mean he running everything and everybody. Read.
And give it to whomsoever he will.
And he gonna give it to whoever he want to. He gonna take it from this person and give it to the next person.
And set it up over at the basis of men.
And set the kingdom up over the basis of men, the lowest of men. So I'm letting you know that Yahweh woke you up this morning, and Yahweh running the whole world by himself with no help. Now, let's go to Exodus. I'm going to show you that the Almighty hardens hearts. He humbles hearts. He hardens. He do it all. Let's read. I'm going to say this later on when the more people get on here. Okay, let's go to Exodus 9. Exodus chapter 9. And start at the 12th verse. Watch this, y'all.
Exodus chapter 9, verse 12. And Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh.
Yahweh did what?
And Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh.
Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh. He did it for a reason. Why? The book gonna tell you why he did it. Read.
And he hearkened not unto them, as Yahweh has spoken unto Moses.
After Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, he didn't listen to the Israelites. He was rebellious and hard-headed, just like we are.
And Yahweh said unto Moses,
and Yahweh told Moses,
rise up early in the morning.
Get up early in the morning.
And stand before Pharaoh.
And go before the president Pharaoh, which was the baddest man at that time.
And say unto him,
and this what you tell Pharaoh, Moses.
Thus saith Yahweh Elohim of the Hebrews.
I'm the God of the Hebrews. I'm not the God of the world. I'm not the God of the Christians. I'm not the God of the Muslims. I'm not the God of nobody. I'm the God of the Hebrews.
Let my people go.
Let my people go, because that's our Father.
That they may serve me.
That we may serve Yahweh. Read.
For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thy heart.
He's going to send all his people on the heart.
And upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth.
That you gonna know, you ain't gonna believe a thing. You gonna know that ain't nobody like Yahweh. That's corn, y'all. Ain't nobody like Yahweh.
For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. And in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up.
Yahweh say, this is the reason why I raised Moses up.
For showing thee my power.
To show Moses his power.
And that my name may be declared throughout all the earth.
That Moses gonna talk about Yahweh all the way to the grave, y'all. You ain't gonna never hear him say no other God out of his mouth. That's right. That's all I needed. Now, that was the introduction. Now let's go to Genesis 18. Now watch this. I'm gonna let you know that Genesis 18. No. I gotta get this on the book. Okay. Genesis 18. Let me see. Okay, let's just read the whole thing.
Genesis chapter 18, verse 1. And Yahweh appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre, and he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day, and he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him.
It was 3 angels that stood by him.
And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door, and bowed himself toward the ground, and said, My Yahweh, if now I have found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from thy servant. Let a little water, I pray you, be fetched, and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree. And I will fetch a morsel of bread, and comfort and comfort ye your hearts. After that ye shall pass on. For therefore are ye come to your servant. And they said, So do as thou hast said. And Abraham hastened into the tent to Sarah, and said, Make ready quickly 3 measures of fine meal, kneaded, and make cakes upon the hearth. And Abraham ran unto the herd, and fetched a calf tender and good, and gave it unto a young man, and he hasted to dress it. And he took butter and milk, and the calf which he had dressed, and set it before them, and he stood by them under the tree, and they did eat. And they said unto him, Where is Sarah thy wife?
Now y'all pay attention to this. The angel said, Where's Sarah thy wife? Now I'm finna make a point right here, y'all.
And he said, Behold, in the tent.
Now she's in the tent. Now remember, Abraham old and Sarah old.
And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life, and lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son.
Now the angels told Abraham that your wife gonna have a son.
And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which was behind him.
Now she eavesdropping, she listening like women. They nosy, they real nosy. They weren't curious about what they talking about. So she heard him say that. Now watch this.
Now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age.
They was old. I think Abraham was 100 years old at this time, and Sarah was 90 years old.
And it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself.
She laughed when she heard the angels tell Abraham this,
saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure?
After I done got old, I'm 90 years old, I can have sex again. I'm fertile.
My master being old also.
And my husband is older than me.
And Yahweh said to Abraham.
Now this is what Yahweh told Abraham.
Wherefore did Sarah laugh?
Why did your wife laugh?
Saying, shall I of a surety bear a child, which am old? Is anything too hard for Yahweh?
Is anything, let me ask y'all a question. Is it anything too hard for Yahweh? Let me ask you, I'm asking a question now. Is anything too hard for Yahweh? Can anybody name me something that's too hard for Yahweh? That's right. No. Okay, keep reading.
At the time appointed I will return unto thee according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son.
That's right. Whatever Yahweh say, that's what it's going to do. Now I'm letting y'all know. So if Larry Hoover in the Fed, the Almighty softened Donald Trump hard to let him go. Now he in the state. Now the Most High gonna have to deal with the Kissinger or whoever the man is the governor of the state, and get him out. So, and then like I forgot to say that I want to dedicate this video to my brothers, Redman, Hanif, Escobar, KT, and King Larry Hoover. That's why I want this. This was this video for all the brothers that's been locked up and finna get out, and some of them is out already. Yeah. So that point right there, I wanted to prove there's nothing too hard for Yahweh. I don't care if they give you 1,000 years. The Almighty say, let him go. You ain't gonna do no 1,000 years. Don't matter how much time you get. Only Yahweh running, and I'm gonna show you from the book. Now, let's go to Genesis 39. Genesis 39. Genesis 39, and we're going to start at the first verse.
Genesis chapter 39, verse 1. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, bought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which had brought him down thither.
Now, Joseph was a righteous man. Joseph was a stand-up man. Joseph was 100. Ain't did nothing. Now, pay attention to the story, though, y'all.
And Yahweh was with Joseph.
Yahweh with Joseph. Who was he with in the New Testament? Nobody. Yahweh was with Joseph.
And he was a prosperous man.
And he was a prosperous man. Everything he do, he going to prosper from it, because Yahweh with him.
And he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian.
Now, he was in the house of the master Egyptian because he a slave. He cleaning up for the master, doing his duty works.
And his master saw that Yahweh was with him.
Even the man that hired him saw that Yahweh was with him.
And that Yahweh made all that he did to prosper in his hand.
And everything that Joseph touched turned to gold. Everything that Joseph touched was righteous. It didn't backfire. It was good.
And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him.
And he served him.
And he made him overseer over his house.
Now, why did the ops make this Egyptian now? Why did he make Joseph overseer? Because he didn't steal, he didn't lie, he was 100, he was righteous, and he did what he's supposed to do. He wasn't playing no games.
And all that he had, he put into his hand.
And everything he put into his hand, because he trusted Joseph. Joseph was righteous, and he trusted him.
And it came to pass from the time that he had made him overseer in his house.
Now it came later on down the road.
and over all that he had.
And he put him over everybody, everything and everybody, because he was 100 in the eyes of in the eyes of Potiphar.
That Yahweh blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake.
The only way Yahweh blessed the Egyptian house because of Joseph, not because of nobody else, only because of Joseph. Read.
And the blessing of Yahweh was upon all that he had in the house and in the field. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand.
He trusted Joseph, so he left everything in his hand. He wasn't watching them because he wasn't going to steal or lie.
And he knew not aught he had, save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person.
He was a good person.
And well favored.
And well favored. Yahweh loved him, and the Egyptian loved him.
And it came to pass after these things.
And it came to pass on down the road
that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph.
That the Egyptian's wife looking at Joseph, but he ain't studying though.
She said, lie with me.
Give me some penis. Don't have sex with me.
But he refused.
He wasn't studying. He refused.
And said unto his master's wife.
And that's what he told that heifer.
Behold, my master wanted not what is with me in the house, and he hath committed all that he hath to my hand.
He had gave me control of everything, made me the boss and everything.
There is none greater in this house than I.
Ain't nobody greater in this house than me.
Neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee.
The only thing he kept from me was his wife, was you, he telling him.
Because thou art his wife.
Because you were his wife. That's when he kept her from me.
How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against Elohim?
Joseph knew if he'd have had sex with that woman, there would have been great wickedness and sin. So he had enough sense not to do it. He was a righteous brother. He wouldn't have did it. Well, y'all probably would have did it and act like you didn't do it. But no, not Joseph. Joseph was 100 and righteous in the eyes of Yah.
And it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day.
She want to have sex with him. Every day she see him, she's sweating him. Come on, give me some. Come on, give me some. Come on, give me some.
That he hearkened not unto her.
He didn't listen to her. He wasn't studying her. He feared Yahweh and kept the commandment. Because back then, he kept the commandment. He had to keep the commandment because he didn't commit adultery.
To lie by her or to be with her.
He wasn't going to have sex with her, none of that. Wasn't going to lie or be with her no kind of way.
And it came to pass about this time.
Now, the next time he seen it, watch this.
That Joseph went into the house to do his business.
He went into the house to clean up, mop the floors, and sweep or whatever he was doing, clean it up.
And there was none of the men of the house there with him.
And wasn't nobody around but him. He was the only one in the house cleaning up. Wasn't nobody there. But watch this.
And she caught him by his garment.
Then she caught him by his garment, his pants, clothes, whatever he had on.
Saying, lie with me.
You going to give me some D tonight. I mean, today, you're going to give me some right now today. Now she ready to rape him. Read.
And he left his garment in her hand.
And he ran from her. He ran so hard that he left his shirt, whatever he had on with her. He left her. Now watch this, y'all.
And fled.
And fled. Remember, he a righteous brother. He didn't have sex with her at all. Read.
And got him out.
And he got away from her.
And it came to pass, when she saw that he left his garment in her hand and was fled forth, that she called unto the men of her house.
Then she called all the Egyptians to the house like she didn't got raped. Read.
And spake unto them.
And she told them.
Saying, see, he had brought in a Hebrew unto us to mock us. He came in unto me to lie with me, and I cried with a loud voice.
See how she lied? She lied and said Joseph came in to have sex with her, but she just told a bald-faced lie.
And it came to pass, when he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried.
She was hollering, rape, rape, rape. Watch this.
That he left his garment with me.
Now he left, because when he heard me hollering and screaming, he left. See how this lie?
And fled and got him out. And she laid up his garment by her.
She laid up the garment until her husband got home.
Until his master came home. And she said to him according to his words, saying, the Hebrew servant which thou hast brought unto us.
Now she's talking to her husband because he got back from wherever he was from, and she telling him the story, what happened, which is a lie.
came down to me to mock me.
He came in the room on me and tried to force me down to have sex with me.
And it came to pass, as I lifted up my voice and cried,
While he was trying to rape me, I was hollering.
And he left his garment with me.
He left his garment because I got the evidence and proof now. It's got to be true because she got the evidence and the proof, which is a lie.
And fled out.
And he fled out.
And it came to pass, when his master heard the words of his wife,
when he got through listening to what his lying wife said,
which she spake unto him, saying, After this matter did thy servant to me, that his wrath was kindled.
Now he was upset and mad because of what his wife said.
And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison.
And he went to prison for some he didn't do. Joseph went to prison.
A place where the king's prisoners were bound.
That's right, bound.
And he was there in the prison.
And Joseph was there in the prison.
But Yahweh was with Joseph.
But Yahweh was with Joseph while he was in prison. See, Yahweh going to be with you while you're in prison. The righteous, but he know your heart. He was with, all the guys that did all that time, y'all brothers, he was with you. Just like he was with Joseph, he was with some of the other brothers. Read that 21 again.
But Yahweh was with Joseph.
Yahweh was with Joseph.
And showed him mercy and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison.
That's right. He'll make the guards leave you alone. He'll make the guards treat you right. He'll make the COs and everybody treat you right. And that's the same thing that happened to Joseph. Joseph was in prison. And the COs didn't mess with him. They did because they favored him. The Almighty Yahweh was with you. Now I want you to read it one more time.
But Yahweh was with Joseph.
But Yahweh was with Joseph.
And showed him mercy.
And showed him mercy.
And gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison. And whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it.
He was the doer of them.
The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand, because Yahweh was with him.
Because Yahweh was with Joseph.
And that which he did, Yahweh made it to prosper.
And he had to be with Larry Hoover because that man was in I guess about 30 years in solitary confinement, 23-1. You got to be a cold piece of work to stay in a room, a box like that. Your mind got to be strong. See, Yahweh was with Larry when he was doing all that time because he never went insane. He was crazy. He wasn't crazy or none of that. So that let you know Yahweh was with him. Okay, that was all of that. Okay, let's go to Judges. Y'all keep paying attention because I'm going to get to the good part in a few minutes. Judges 16. Yeah, Judges 16 and start at the first verse.
Judges chapter 16, verse 1. Then Samson went to Gaza and saw there a harlot and went in unto her. And it was told that
he saw a whore and he had sex with her. Samson did.
And it was told the Gazites, saying, Samson has come hither. And they compassed him in and laid wait for him all night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all the night, saying, In the morning, when it is day, we shall kill him.
Now the ops are going to kill Samson, so they thought.
And Samson lay till midnight, and arose at midnight, and took the doors of the gate of the city, and the two posts, and went away with them, bar and all, and put them upon his shoulders, and carried them up to the top of a hill that is before Hebron. And it came to pass afterward that he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. And the masters of the Philistines came up unto her, and said unto her, Entice him.
Trick him. Told Delilah to trick Samson.
And see wherein his great strength lieth.
And find out why he's so strong.
And by what means we may prevail against him.
And what we got to do to get over on him.
That we may bind him to afflict him.
We put the handcuffs on him.
And we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver.
Now, when you find out how strong he is and tell us about, we're going to give you 1,100 pieces of silver.
And Delilah said to Samson, Tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lieth, and wherewith thou mightest be bound to afflict thee.
Now, won't you go and tell me why you so strong? Because I'm going to give you some of this, I'm going to give you some more, I'm going to give you some more. Just tell me why you're so strong.
And Samson said unto her, If they bind me with 7 green withs that were never dry, then shall I be weak and be as another man.
Now, he lied to her, which he should have kept lying. Read.
Then the masters of the Philistines brought up to her 7 green withs which had not been dry, and she bound him with them. Now there were men lying in wait, abiding with her in the chamber. And she said unto him, The Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he brake the withs as a thread of tow is broken when it touches the fire. So his strength was not known. And Delilah said unto Samson, Behold, thou hast mocked me.
You tricked me.
And told me lies. Now tell me, I pray thee, wherewith thou mightest be bound.
He should have kept lying to her, because she got something for him once he tell her the truth.
And he said unto her, If they bind me fast with new ropes that were never occupied, then shall I be weak and be as another man. Delilah therefore took new ropes and bound him therewith, and said to him, The Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And there were liars in wait by in the chamber, and he brake them from off his arms like a thread. And Delilah said to Samson, Hitherto thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, If thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the whip. And she fastened it with the pin, and said unto him, The Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he awake out of his sleep, and went away with the pin of beam, and went away with the pin of the beam, and with the whip. And she said to him, How canst thou say, I love thee, when thy heart is not with me?
See how she used a reverse psychology?
Thou hast mocked me these 3 times.
That's right.
And hast not told me wherein thy great strength lieth. And it came to pass, when she pressed him daily with her words.
What is this? Oh, okay, it's gone. Okay, go ahead.
And it came to pass, when she pressed him daily with her words and urged him.
She kept on sweating, asking him every day.
So that his soul was vexed unto death.
And he fell weak.
Then he told her all his heart, and said unto her,
Told her the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
There hath not come a razor upon my head, for I have been a Nazarite unto Elohim from my mother's womb. If I be shaven, then my strength will come from me, and I shall become weak and be like any other man.
And then he told his secret.
And when Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart, she sent and called for the masters of the Philistines, saying, Come up this once.
Y'all come up, hurry up.
For he hath showed me all his heart.
He have told me the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Then the masters of the Philistines came up unto her and brought money in their hand.
And they brought her all their silver.
And she made him sleep upon her knees.
She had sex with him. He went on to sleep because he tired and wore out.
And she called for a man, and she caused him to shave off the 7 locks of his head.
She had a man to shave. She didn't do it. She had one of the Philistines to shave his head.
And she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. And she said, The Philistines be upon thee.
Then he woke up.
Samson, and he awoke out of his sleep and said, I will go out as at other times before and shake myself. And he wist not that Yahweh was departed from him.
See, Yahweh had departed from him because he got tricked, and he ain't supposed to told his woman about his hair, none of that. So he got tricked, and the Almighty let them do him. Let him get him.
But the Philistines took him and put out his eyes.
Yahweh let the Philistine put his eyes out.
And brought him down to Gaza.
And took him to Gaza, the prison.
And bound him with fetters of brass. And he did grind in the prison house.
And he went to the prison house for telling his secret.
Howbeit the hair of
Is it back on, brother and sister? Got you. Okay. Okay, let me right. Okay, y'all. So write that down. It's called T-Mobile hotspot. F Wi-Fi. That's what we got to get. Write that down. Write that down. Let's see. Yeah, it's called T-Mobile hotspot Wi-Fi for that area. Yeah, we're gonna check it out, hey bro. This is ridiculous. Yeah. Shabbat shalom, Miss Rob, one love. Doing it again. Okay, stop. Put that back. Okay, what we leave? We'll leave off at. Shabbat shalom, y'all's portion. Yeah, is Wi-Fi. I mean, which car hooked up?
No, it's not on this.
Okay, it's right. Yeah, doing it again. Oh, that's old. Okay. Okay, brother and sister. You ready?
Not yet.
We good. Let's pop popcorn. They say they ready. I'm trying to get that little picture up again.
I got all these things open here. Get rid of some of this. Okay.
All right, give me a few more minutes. He doing something, brother and sister.
Okay.
That's the right way.
Okay. So yeah, we don't need this stuff. So yeah, we just pretty much continue where we left off at the last verse.
Okay then.
All right, let me put this on mute.
All right. Okay, let's get back. Where we at?
Verse 24.
Okay, start at 20. Say it again.
Judges chapter 16, verse 24. And when the people saw him, they praised their God, for they said, our God have delivered into our hands our enemy.
See, people think they God do everything. They think JC, the Muslim God, they gods ain't doing nothing. See, these people thought that they God delivered Samson in the hand, but it was Yahweh delivered him into the hand. Read, watch this.
And the destroyer of our country, which slew many of us. And it came to pass, when their hearts were merry, that they said, call for Samson, that he may make us sport. And they called for Samson out of the prison house, and he made them sport. And they set him between the pillars. And Samson said unto the lad and Samson said unto the lad that held him by the hand, suffer me that I may feel the pillars whereupon the house standeth, that I may that I may lean upon them. Now the house was full of men and women, and all the masters of the Philistines were there, and there were upon the roof about 3,000 men and women.
Now they ready to make sport of Samson. Everybody want to make fun of him.
That beheld while Samson made sport. And Samson called unto Yahweh and said, O Yahweh Elohim.
Even though he went to prison, he got his eyes poked out. He knew he had sinned, but he still called up on Yahweh. He didn't change gods in the middle of the race. Read.
Remember me, I pray thee, and strengthen me, I pray thee, only this once, O Elohim, that I may be at once avenged of the Philistines for my 2 eyes.
That I may break it off in these Philistines for my 2 eyes.
And Samson took hold of the 2 middle pillars upon which the house stood, and on which it was borne up, of the one with his right hand, and of the other with his left. And Samson said, let me die with the Philistines.
Let me die with the Philistines, but I'm going to die, but 1,000 of them going to die.
And he bowed himself with all his might, and the house fell upon the masters and upon all the people that were therein.
All the people that was there.
So the dead which he slew at his death was more than they which he slew in his life.
So he killed more people that day than he killed all his life.
Then his brethren and all the house of his father came down and took him and brought him up and buried him between Zorah and Eshtaol in the burying place of Manoah his father. And he judged Israel 20 years.
That's right. So he died with the Philistines. Now, okay, that was Judges. Let's go to 2 Kings. Second Kings 17:1.
2 Kings chapter 17, verse 1. In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hoshea the son of Elah to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years. And he did that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh.
Now he did what's evil in the sight of Yahweh,
but not as the kings of Israel that were before him. Against him came up Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, and Hoshea became his servant and gave him presents. And the king of Assyria found conspiracy in Hoshea, for he had sent messengers to So, king of Egypt, and brought no present to the king of Assyria, as he had done year by year. Therefore the king of Assyria shut him up and bound him in prison.
And put him in prison.
Then the king of Assyria came up throughout all the land and went up to Samaria and besieged it 3 years. And the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away into Assyria and placed them in Halah and in Harbor by the river of Goshen and in the cities of the Medes. For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against Yahweh their Elohim.
See, that's when we stay in prison, because we sinned against Yahweh,
which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt from under the hand of Pharaoh king of Egypt, and had feared other gods, and walked in the statutes of the heathen.
And listen to the Gentiles. They go to church, you go to church, you celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, all you do the same thing the heathen do.
Whom Yahweh cast out from before the children of Israel and of the kings of Israel, which they had made. And the children of Israel did secretly those things that were not right against Yahweh their Elohim.
They secretly did stuff that Yahweh hated, that wasn't right. Secretly, do it in secret. Think the Almighty don't see them, but he see everything.
And they built them high places in all their cities.
And they built church houses.
From the tower of the watchman to the fenced city. And they set them up images and groves in every high hill and under every green tree. And there they burnt incense in all the high places, as did the heathen whom Yahweh carried away before them.
And we do just like the Gentile. Monkey see, monkey do. Whatever they do, we do. That's when we stay in captivity and bonds and penitentiary, because we do what they do.
And wrought wicked things to provoke Yahweh to anger.
And these wicked things, when you go against the commandment, laws, and statutes of Yahweh and listen to what they do, Moses didn't go to church. Moses didn't wear no crosses. Moses didn't do the stuff that these people do nowadays. Abraham, these people didn't do what these people do today.
For they served idols, whereof Yahweh has said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing.
Yahweh told us, don't go to church, don't wear a cross, don't be baptized, don't give pimp 10% of your money, and don't put no picture on your wall, don't wear no graven image, don't worship JC. Yahweh told us, read that verse again.
For there they serve idols.
They serve JC.
Whereof Yahweh has said unto them,
Yahweh told us,
Ye shall not do this thing.
Don't do this thing. Watch this.
Yeah, Yahweh testify against Israel.
You're going to knock your head off for doing it.
And against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways.
Stop going to church. Stop eating pork chops. Stop doing what the white folks do.
And keep my commandments and my statutes.
And keep my commandments and my statutes. How many of his commandments told y'all to go to church, be baptized, wear a cross, do what the white folks do? How many of his commandments told us to believe in JC? We got to go through JC to get to God. Show me one of his commandments to say that. Read that again.
Yeah, Yahweh testify against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways and keep my commandments and my statutes, according to all which I commanded your fathers.
Just like I told Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and Moses, the same thing apply to us. So whether he told Abraham he want us to do, what he told Moses he want us to do,
and which I sent to you by my servants the prophets. Notwithstanding, they would not hear.
They ain't gonna listen. I'm popping corn right now today, and they won't listen.
But harden their necks.
Harden their necks. They don't want to hear what Yahweh said. They won't listen to what Paul and Peter and John said, them hillbillies.
Like to the neck of their fathers.
Just like your father, hard-headed, stiff-neck, ain't gonna obey Yahweh, but you obey everybody but him.
That did not believe in Yahweh their Elohim.
And did not believe in Yahweh their God. Our people today don't believe. That's when he sent you to the penitentiary, because at that time you didn't believe in Yahweh.
And they rejected his statutes.
And they didn't keep his statutes. Everybody that went to penitentiary didn't keep his statutes, didn't keep his commandments.
And his covenant that he made with their fathers.
And his covenant he made with their fathers.
And his testimonies which he testified against them. And they followed vanity and became vain.
See, this is part of our punishment. When you disobey Yahweh and don't do what he said, this is part of the punishment. You got this coming in life. Penitentiary and all kind of stuff going to happen to you for not obeying the Most High Yah. And I'm going to show you what the book says in a minute. Okay, let's go to Psalms. Let me see. 2 Chronicles. Oh, let me go to Psalms right quick. Psalms, yeah. Psalm 69. Psalm 69 and start at the, let's see, at the 30 verse.
Psalms chapter 69, verse 30. I will praise the name of Yahweh. I will praise the name of Elohim with a song and will magnify him with thanksgiving. This also shall please Yahweh better than an ox or bullock than that have horns and hoofs.
In other words, Yahweh rather for you to praise him than a sacrifice. He ain't studying no sacrifice.
The humble shall see this.
All the humble people gonna see this.
and be glad.
And when they see it, they're gonna be glad.
And your heart shall live. And your heart shall live that seek Elohim.
And your heart gonna live to seek Yahweh Elohim.
For Yahweh heareth the poor.
Yahweh hear all the poor.
And despiseth not his prisoners.
And Yahweh do not hate you because you in prison. No, he whooping your butt, and that's a chastisement for Yahweh. He don't hate you, but he gonna whoop you. That's his way of whooping you because you wouldn't listen to him while you was on the street. So he put you in penitence. Read that verse again.
For Yahweh heareth the poor.
Oh, Yahweh hear you.
And despiseth not his prisoners.
And he don't hate you because you're in prison.
Let the heaven and earth praise him.
Let everybody in heaven and earth praise Yah.
The seas.
And
everything that moveth therein.
And if you were praising Yahweh at the time, you wouldn't have went to prison.
For Elohim will save Zion.
Just like he saved Zion, he's saving you.
And will build the cities of Judah, that they may dwell there and have it in possession. The seed also of his servants shall inherit it, and they that love his name shall dwell therein.
Everybody that love Yahweh's name gonna dwell therein. Okay, let's go to Psalms 79. Psalm 79. And wait till I get to this coin, y'all. 79 and 11. 79 and 11.
Psalm chapter 79, verse 11. Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee.
No, hold on. 79 and 9, I mean.
Psalm chapter 79, verse 9. Help us,
O
Elohim of our salvation.
Elohim of our salvation.
For the glory of thy name.
For the glory of your name.
And deliver us. And purge away our sins.
And forget about our sins. Purge away our sins.
For thy name's sake.
For Yahweh's name's sake.
Wherefore should the heathen say?
Why should the Gentiles say?
Where is their Elohim?
Where's the Israelite God?
Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants which is shed. Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee.
Hold on. Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee. Hold on. What do sign mean?
Sigh, to let out a long, deep sounded breath, usually to show that one is sad, tired, leave.
See, you sad, tired, and want to be relieved. You in that joint, in penitentiary, you sad, tired, and want to be relieved. Want to go home.
To feel sadness or longing.
To feel sadness or longing. So that what sign mean. Let's read that verse again.
Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee.
Come before thee.
According to the greatness of thy power, preserve.
According to Yahweh's greatness of power.
Thou those that are appointed to die.
And everybody is on death row. The ones appointed to die is on death row. Let them get off death row and go back to the jail and then get out of prison. Get them off death row. Now read that at 11 again.
Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee.
That's right. The ones that are so tired and ready to go home, ready to get up out of here.
According to the greatness of thy power, preserve thou those that are appointed to die.
That's right. Okay. Now let's go to Psalm 102. Psalm 102, let me see. Start at the 15.
Psalms chapter 102, verse 15. So the heathen shall fear the name of Yahweh.
The Gentiles going to fear the name of Yahweh one day.
And all the kings of the earth thy glory.
And all the kings.
When Yahweh shall build up Zion, he shall appear in his glory. He will regard the prayer of the destitute and not despise their prayer. This shall be written for the generation to come, and the people which shall be created shall praise Yahweh.
Yeah, praise Yahweh.
For he hath looked down from the height of his sanctuary.
Yahweh looking down from the height of his sanctuary.
From heaven did Yahweh behold the earth,
Behold the earth,
to hear the groaning of the prisoner,
to hear the groaning of the prisoners complaining and saying and groaning,
to loose those that are appointed to death,
to get them off death row, loose them, let them out of penitentiary. They had life on death row, the Almighty got you out. Read that verse again.
to hear the groaning of the prisoner, to loose those that are appointed to death,
to loose all the ones that's appointed to death, that's got life in the penitentiary.
to declare the name of Yahweh in Zion,
And when you get out of there, you declare the name of Yahweh
and his praise in Jerusalem.
and his praise in Jerusalem.
When the people are gathered together and the kingdoms to serve Yahweh.
That's right. When we get together, we serving Yahweh. Yahweh let you out of the penitentiary. You're supposed to be calling up on him. Okay, let's go to 142. Watch this coin, y'all. I'm going to give it to you now. 142 is the first verse.
Psalms chapter 142, verse 1. I cry unto Yahweh with my voice.
I cried to Yahweh with my voice.
With my voice unto Yahweh did I make my supplication.
I made my supplication to Yahweh.
I poured out my complaint before him.
I complain to Yahweh, not nobody else. I can pour out my complaint there because can't nobody else do nothing about my complaint but Yah.
I showed before him my trouble.
I showed Yahweh all my trouble. I've been a bad boy. I did this, I did that. I showed Yahweh my trouble.
When my spirit was overwhelmed within me, then thou knewest my path.
Then you know of my path.
And the way wherein I walked have they privately laid a snare for me.
And the way I walked, the feds laid a snare for me. They privately set me up. The feds set you up, laid a snare for you. The feds did. Watch this.
I looked on my right hand. And beheld, but there was no man that would know me.
But I thought that nobody know.
Refuge failed me. No man cared for my soul.
Ain't nobody caring for my soul. Fed don't care nothing about your soul.
I cried unto thee.
I cried unto Yahweh.
O Yahweh, I said, thou art my refuge and my portion in the land of the living.
In the land of the living. You my refuge and my portion in the land of the living.
Attend unto my cry.
Attend to my cry.
For I am brought very low.
I'm in 26 in California. I'm very low.
Deliver me from my persecutors.
Deliver me from my persecutors, the people, the states attorney, and all of them, because they're against me.
For they are stronger than I.
They stronger than me, because they the one put the handcuffs on me, and I can't get out of jail. I ain't got no money. I don't know nobody. And my lawyer, he talking crazy. Hold up. What is persecutors? What they'll say, persecute the blue.
Persecute, to keep on treating in a cruel or harsh way.
To treat you in a harsh way, cruel, mean to you.
Especially for holding certain beliefs or ideas.
Yes, they gonna treat you, do you wrong. Okay, let's read that 6 again.
Attend unto my cry.
Listen to my cry.
For I am brought very low.
I'm in the county jail.
Deliver me from my persecutors.
Deliver me from the persecutors, the one that's trying to give me 100 years.
For they are stronger than I.
They got to be stronger than me. I'm in jail. That's their jail. They run the system. That's their jail. That's their courtroom. They stronger than me. I ain't got nothing.
Bring my soul out of prison.
Bring my soul out of prison.
I may praise thy name.
That I may praise your name. Praise the mighty Yah. Hallelujah. Bring my soul out of prison.
The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me.
That's right. When Yahweh gets you out of prison, that's who you call up on. You're supposed to be praising him. Praise the mighty Yah. That's right. Yah's my weapon, and Torah's my ammo. That's what you're supposed to. Now read that all again. That's 6. I want all these brothers and these sisters to hear this.
Attend unto my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me.
Okay, now let's go to 146. 146, start the first verse.
Psalms chapter 146, verse 1. Praise ye Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh, O my soul.
Oh, my soul.
While I live, will I praise Yahweh.
While I'm living, I'm going to praise Yahweh.
I will sing praises unto my Elohim while I have any being.
While I'm in the being.
Put not your trust in princes.
Don't trust in the system or a lawyer.
Nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help.
Because can't no man help you. Watch this. Don't trust in no man.
His breath goeth forth.
He gonna die just like you one day.
He returneth to his earth.
He going to the graveyard just like you.
And that very day his thoughts perish.
And that very day his thoughts perish because he dead. He can't think no more.
Happy is he that hath the Elohim of Jacob for his help.
That's right. We happy because we serve the Almighty Yahweh.
Whose hope is in Yahweh as Elohim.
Who's hoping in Yahweh. We ain't hoping in nobody but Yah.
Which made heaven.
Yahweh the one made the heaven. Ain't nobody else made nothing.
And earth.
And Yahweh made the earth.
The sea.
Yahweh made the sea.
And all that therein is.
And everything in it.
Which keepeth truth forever.
Which keepeth truth forever.
Which executed judgment for the oppressed.
For the oppressed.
Which giveth food to the hungry.
Well, Yahweh give food to the hungry, the birds and the fish and the animals in the world, he feed them too.
Yahweh looseth the prisoners.
Yahweh do what to a prison?
Yahweh looseth the prisoners.
Yahweh is the one that got you out of prison. There it is right there. Now, what loosen mean? What do loosen mean?
Loose, not tied or held back, free.
Free. That's it. Free. You got free. So read that verse again. Let them know who got you out of penitentiary.
Which executed judgment for the oppressed, which giveth food to the hungry. Yahweh looseth the prisoners.
Yahweh is the only one that can get you out of prison. Not your money, not your lawyer, not nobody. Yahweh get you out of prison.
Yahweh openeth the eyes of the blind.
He opened the eyes of the blind.
Yahweh raiseth them that are bowed down. Yahweh loveth the righteous.
Yahweh love the righteous. That's when he let you out of penitentiary because he loved the righteous.
Yahweh preserveth the strangers. He relieveth the fatherless and widow. But the way of the wicked he turneth upside down.
But the way of the wicked he knocked their head off, turn them upside down.
Yahweh shall reign forever.
Yahweh gonna run this forever.
Even thy Elohim, O Zion, unto all generations.
To all generations.
Praise ye Yahweh.
That's right. Everybody supposed to be praising Yahweh. All generations supposed to be praising Yah. Okay, let's go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 4 and 13.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 13. Better is a poor and a wise child than an old and foolish king.
Better is a poor, old, wise child than a foolish king.
Who will no more be admonished. For out of prison he cometh to reign.
For out of prison he cometh to reign.
Whereas also he that is born in his kingdom becometh poor.
He become poor. Come out of his kingdom reign and become poor. Not paying attention to Yahweh and listening to him. Okay, let's go to Yahweh. Let me see. Isaiah. Start at Isaiah 10. First verse.
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And what will ye do in the day of visitation?
All the people that writing these bogus laws and getting over on us, what you gonna do when Yahweh visits you?
And in the desolation which shall come from far,
Come from far.
to whom will ye flee for help?
Who you gonna run for help for when the Almighty get on your tail? You can't run to nobody.
And where will ye leave your glory?
Where you gonna leave your glory then?
Without me they shall bow down under the prisoners,
Without Yahweh, you gonna bow down under the prison,
and they shall fall under the slain.
under the slain.
For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still.
Yahweh still got his hand stretched out to his people. Come to me, begging you to come to me. Even though I put you in the penitentiary, still come to me. Okay, let's go to Isaiah. Okay, Isaiah 24 and 21.
Isaiah chapter 24, verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days shall they be visited.
They be visited after many days. Okay, we're gonna visit after many days.
Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when Yahweh of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem before his ancients gloriously.
Okay, 40. Let's go. Let's see. 42. Yeah, 42 and 1.
Isaiah chapter 42, verse 1. Behold my servant whom I uphold.
Talking about us, talking about Israel.
Mine elect, in whom my soul delighted.
It's so delighted in us.
I have put my spirit upon him.
Yahweh said, I put my spirit in Israel.
He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles.
That's right.
He shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. A bruised reed shall he not break, and the smoking flax shall he not quench. He shall bring forth judgment unto truth. He shall not fail nor be discouraged till he have set judgment in the earth. And the isles shall wait for his law.
The isles gonna wait for Yahweh law.
Thus saith Elohim Yahweh, he that created the heavens and stretched.
Go ahead. Yahweh created the heavens
and stretched them out.
And he stretched them out.
He that spread forth the earth.
Yahweh spread forth the earth.
And that which cometh out of it.
And everything that came out of it, the grass and the food.
He that giveth breath unto the people upon it.
Yahweh the one give breath to the people upon it. Without the Yahweh breath, you wouldn't be living.
And spirit to them that walk therein.
And the spirit to them that walk therein.
I, Yahweh, have called thee in righteousness.
He called us in righteousness.
And will hold thy hand.
And gonna hold our hand.
And will keep thee.
And gonna keep us, that means protect us.
And give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles.
For a light of the Gentiles.
To open the blind eyes.
Yahweh say to open the blind eyes.
To bring out the prisoners from the prison.
To bring out the prisoner from the prison. The Almighty Yahweh got them brothers out of jail, out of prison. Hanif, Carmen, KT, Larry Hoover. Yahweh did it. He used the man, but he did it. That's right, because he humbled their heart. He softened their heart. Now read that again, that 7th verse.
To open the blind eyes.
Yahweh to open the blind eyes.
To bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house.
And those are the one that said, sitting in the darkness, can't see nothing.
I am Yahweh.
Yahweh said, I'm the one that did. I'm Yahweh.
That is my name.
That's my name. I don't care what they call you in church. I don't care what they call you on skill. I don't care what they call you somewhere else. My name is Yahweh.
And my glory will I not give to another.
And I'm not going to give my glory to nobody, because ain't nobody did nothing but me. So why should I give my glory to anybody other than himself. Yahweh said, I ain't gonna give my glory to nobody. Read.
Neither my praise to graven images.
And my praises to a graven image. You think I'm gonna give my glory to somebody else that ain't did nothing?
Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare.
Yahweh said, I declare.
Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Before they happen, I warn you about them.
Sing unto Yahweh a new song.
Sing unto Yahweh.
And his praise from the end of the earth.
From the end of the earth.
Ye that go down to the sea, and all that is therein.
So why would you give glory and praise to anybody other than Yah? Yahweh the one got all these brothers and sisters out of penitentiary. Ain't nobody else did it. You think somebody else did it, but I know they did it. Because the book said it. I'm the one to get you out of penitentiary. Keep reading.
The isles and the inhabitants thereof. Let the wilderness and the cities thereof lift up their voice. The villages that Kedar doth inhabit. Let the inhabitants of the rock sing. Let them shout from the top of the mountains. Let them give glory unto Yahweh and declare his praise in the islands. Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies.
Yahweh gonna knock all his enemies' head off.
I have long time holding my peace.
Yahweh said, I've been patient, just like these brothers in the penitentiary. They've been patient and waiting 25, 30, 40, 50 years to get out. They've been waiting. Yahweh said, I'm waiting patient.
I have been still.
Yahweh said, I've been still. I'm letting you do what you want to do.
And refrain myself.
And I've refrained myself. I've been just chilling and waiting.
Now will I cry like a travailing woman.
Now I'm going to cry like a travailing woman. It's going to be a lot of killing and getting your head knocked off. Because when a woman having a baby, boy, she hollering.
I will destroy and devour at once.
Yahweh said, I done got tired. Now I'm going to destroy and kill at once.
I will make waste mountains and hills.
He's going to do all that.
And dry up all their herbs.
Dry up all their herbs.
And I will make the rivers islands.
He's going to turn your river into an island. Mean ain't going to be no more water. Going to be an island.
And I will dry up the pools.
Going to dry up the pools. Ain't going to be no more rivers and seas. They're going to dry them up.
And I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them and crooked things straight.
Yahweh said, I'm going to make crooked things straight. Right now, everything crooked. He's going to straighten it out.
These things will I do unto them.
These things I'm going to do unto you.
And not forsake them.
And I ain't going to forget about it, Israel.
They shall be turned back.
Be turned back.
They shall be greatly ashamed.
Everybody going to be turned back and greatly ashamed. Watch this.
That trust in graven images.
Anybody that trusts in the New Testament or the Quran or another book or another image going to be greatly ashamed.
That say to the molten images, ye are our gods.
That you tell another God that you his God. I mean, that you my God. That you tell something else or everything, somebody else your God.
Hear, ye deaf, and look, ye blind, that ye may see. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as Yahweh's servant? Seeing many things, but thou observest not.
Seeing many things, but you observe not.
Opening the ears, but he heareth not. Yahweh is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the law.
He gonna magnify the law
and make it honorable. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
We are people robbed and spoiled. Talking about us.
They are all of them snared in holes.
Snares in a hole. Watch this.
And they are hid in prison houses.
And most of our people is in the penitentiary, prison houses. If they ain't in the penitentiary, most of them have been in the penitentiary. Now read that verse again. 22.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Robbed and spoiled.
They are all of them snared in holes.
Snared in a hole, been tricked by the police. That's when we snares in the hole.
And they are hid in prison houses.
And we in the prison of the Fed and the state joints.
They are for a prey.
We are there for a prey.
And none delivereth.
And can't nobody get you out but Yah.
For a spoil And none saith, Restore. Who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come?
Who gonna listen?
Who gave Jacob for a spoil?
Who the one gave you to the white folk, put you in the penitentiary?
And Israel to the robbers?
Who you think gave it to him?
Did not Yahweh?
I'm the one that put you in the feds. I'm the one that put you in the penitentiary. Yahweh popping it, read.
He against whom we have sinned, for they would not walk in his ways.
I put you in there because you didn't walk in my ways. You didn't keep the commandments, laws, statutes, precept, judgment, commandment. That's why you're there. But I'm going to get you out one day like I did. Read.
Neither were they obedient unto his law.
You was not obedient to Yahweh's law. That's why when you had to go to penitentiary. That's the only reason. Not for selling, not for doing this, not for doing that. Read that whole lick again. I want you to start up. Let me see. Start at 22.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Robbed and spoiled.
They are all of them snared in holes.
Talking about the black man in America.
And they are hid in prison houses.
They're hid in the prison house, but they're going to tell you why you hidden in Stateville, Pontiac, Menard, the Feds, Terry Hutt. He going to tell you why. Read.
They are for a prey.
We are for a prey.
And none delivereth.
And ain't nobody going to help you.
For a spoil, and none saith, Restore.
Don't nobody say, get them out, put them back.
Who among you will give ear to this?
Who going to listen to you when you got 100 years?
Who will hearken and hear for a time to come?
Who going to listen to you when you got 40, 50 years?
Who gave Jacob for a spoil?
Who you think put you there?
And Israel to the robbers?
Who you think did it?
Did not Yahweh?
Did not Yahweh give you 100 years?
He against whom we have sinned.
And he gave it to you because you sinned against him?
For they would not walk in his way.
For they would not walk in his way. They weren't keeping the commandment, laws, and statutes, and precepts, and judgment before they went to penitentiary.
Neither were they obedient to his law.
They was not keeping Yahweh's law before they went to jail.
Therefore he had poured upon him the fury of his anger.
That's right. That's reading what Most High did it.
And the strength of battle. And it has set him on fire about. Yet ye knew not, and it burned him. Yet he laid it not to heart.
That's right. Now that was 40 what? 42? Okay. Let's see. 40. Oh, 41, 49 and 1, I mean.
Isaiah chapter 49, verse 1. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far.
Listen to Yah.
Yahweh have called me from the womb. From the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name.
He talking to Israel.
And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel.
Talking about Israel.
In whom I will be glorified.
You're going to be glorified in us, Israel.
Then I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with Yahweh, and my work with my Elohim. And now saith Yahweh that formed me from the womb to be his servant.
Yahweh formed us from the womb to be his servant. We're supposed to serve Yah.
To bring Jacob again to him.
To bring Jacob again.
Though Israel be not gathered.
We ain't gathered yet.
Yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of Yahweh, and my Elohim shall be my strength. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth.
To the end of the earth.
Thus saith Yahweh, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth.
They hate us.
To him whom the nation abhorreth, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because of Yahweh that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee.
Choose us.
Thus saith Yahweh, in an acceptable time have I heard thee, and a day of salvation have I helped thee, and I will preserve thee and give thee for a covenant of the people
Talking about Israel.
to establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritage, that thou mayest say to the prisoners, go forth.
He's going to say to the prisoners, go forth when this happens. Y'all come on out of there.
To them that are in darkness,
darkness is a seg, penitentiary seg.
Show yourselves.
Show yourself.
They shall feed in the ways.
Feed in the way.
And their pastures shall be in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst.
We ain't going to hunger or be thirsty.
Neither shall the heat nor sun smite them.
We ain't going to have no heat stroke.
For he that hath mercy on them shall lead them.
Yahweh going to have mercy on us. He going to lead us.
Even by the springs of waters shall he guide them.
That's right. Okay. Let's see. 61. Isaiah 61.
Isaiah chapter 61, verse 1. The Spirit of Yahweh Elohim is upon me, because Yahweh hath appointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives.
Talking about Isaiah now, Isaiah.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
They're bound in prison.
To proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh and the day of vengeance of our Elohim, to comfort all that mourn.
All that mourn.
To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness.
That we are called the trees of righteousness.
The planting of Yahweh.
We are the planting of Yahweh.
That he might be glorified.
That's right.
And they shall build the old ways. They shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations.
Okay, that's all I need. Let's go to Jeremiah. Let's see. Okay, go to start at 29 and 11. Jeremiah 29, 11.
Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith Yahweh, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall ye call upon me.
Then you going to call upon Yahweh.
And ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And ye shall seek me and find me, when ye shall search for me with all your heart. And I will be found of you, saith Yahweh.
When you seek Yahweh with all your heart, you're going to be found of him.
And I will turn away your captivity.
I'm going to turn away your captivity.
And I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, saith Yahweh. And I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. Because ye have said, Yahweh have raised us a prophet in Babylon. Know that thus saith Yahweh of the king that sitteth upon the throne of David, and of all the people that dwell in this city, and of your brethren that are not gone forth with you into captivity. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, behold, I will send upon them the sword,
the famine, pestilence,
the famine and the pestilence, and will make them like vile figs that cannot be eaten. They are so evil. And I will persecute them with the sword, with the famine, and with the pestilence, and will deliver them to be removed to all the kingdoms of the earth, to be a curse and an astonishment and a hissing and a reproach among all the nations whither I have driven them. because they have not hearkened to my words,
All this gonna come up on you because you don't listen to Yahweh.
saith Yahweh, which I sent unto them by my servants the prophets,
I sent Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Isaiah, Moses.
rising up early and sending them.
They rose up early, he sent them.
But ye would not hear.
But you didn't listen to Yahweh. Listen to Yahweh prophet. You're gonna listen to what Paul, Peter, Luke, and John said though over Moses, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel, and Isaiah.
Saith Yahweh, hear ye therefore the word of Yahweh, all ye of the captivity, whom I have sent from Jerusalem to Babylon.
I'm the one sent you over here.
Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, of Ahab the son of Koliah, and of Zedekiah the son of Maaseiah, which prophesies a lie to you in my name.
Prophesied a lie in Yahweh in his name.
Behold, I will deliver them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and he shall slay them before your eyes, and of them shall be taken up a curse by all the captivity of Judah which are in Babylon, saying, Yahweh make thee like Zedekiah and like Ahab, whom the king of Babylon roasted in the fire, because they have committed villainy in Israel, and have committed adultery with their neighbors' wives, and have spoken lying words in my name, which I have not commanded them. Even I know and am a witness, saith Yahweh. Thus shalt thou also speak to Shemaiah the Nethamite, saying, Thus speaketh Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, saying, Because thou hast sent letters in thy name unto all the people that are at Jerusalem, and to Zephaniah the son of Maaseiah the priest, and to all the priests, saying, Yahweh have made thee priest in the stead of Jehoiada the priest, that he should be officers in the house of Yahweh, for every man that is mad and making himself a prophet, that thou shouldest put him in prison and in the stocks.
See, when you make yourself something, you're going to violate it and get put in prison. But if Yahweh don't give it to you, you ain't nothing.
Now therefore, why hast thou not reproved Jeremiah of Anathoth, which maketh himself a prophet to you?
Yep.
For therefore he sent unto us in Babylon, saying, This captivity is long. Build ye houses, and dwell in them, and plant gardens, and eat the fruit of them. And Zephaniah the priest read this letter in the ears of Jeremiah the prophet. Then came the word of Yahweh unto Jeremiah, saying, Send to all them of the captivity, saying, Thus saith Yahweh concerning Shemaiah the Nephilimite, because that Shemaiah had prophesied unto you, and I sent him not.
Since he prophesied a lie, and the Almighty didn't send him, a whole lot of people lying, talking about the Almighty sent them, they lying.
And he caused you to trust in a lie.
And most people believe a lie when somebody tell them a lie.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, Behold, I will punish Shemaiah the Nephilimite and his seed.
I'm going to punish him and his offspring and his seed.
He shall not have a man to dwell among this people.
Woo-wee.
Neither shall he behold the good that I will do for my people, saith Yahweh, because he have told rebellion against Yahweh.
When you teach rebellion against Yahweh, you're going to get your head knocked. This is like when you try to put the New Testament with the Old Testament. Try to put it together. Almighty don't like none of that. He ain't studied none of that. Let's see. 32. Yeah, let me show him something right quick. 32 and let's see. Start at the 6th verse.
Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 6. And Jeremiah said, The word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Behold, Hananiel the son of Shallum thy uncle shall buy unto thee, saying, Buy thee my field that is in Anathoth, for the right of redemption is thine to buy it. So Hananiel my uncle's son came to me in the court of the prison according to the word of Yahweh, and said unto me, Buy my field, I pray thee, that is in Anathoth, which is in the country of Benjamin, for the right of inheritance is thine. and the redemption is thine. Buy it for thyself. Then I knew that this was the word of Yahweh. And I bought the field of Hanamiel, my uncle's son, that was in Anathoth, and weighed him the money, even 17 shekels of silver. And I subscribed the evidence and sealed it, and took witnesses, and weighed him the money and the balances. So I took the evidence of the purchase, both that which was sealed according to the law and custom, and that which was open. And I gave the evidence of the purchase unto Baruch the son of Neriah, the son of Maaseiah, in the sight of Hanamiel, my uncle's son, and in the presence of the witnesses that subscribed the book of the purchase, before all the Jews that sat in the court of the prison. And I charged Baruch before them, saying, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, take these evidences, this evidence of the purchase, both which is sealed, and this evidence which is open, and put them in an earthen vessel, that they may continue many days. For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, houses and fields and vineyards shall be possessed again in this land. Now, when I have delivered the evidence of the purchase unto Baruch the son of Neriah, I prayed unto Yahweh, saying, Ah, Yahweh Elohim, behold, thou hast made the heaven and the earth by thy great power and stretched out arm.
That's right.
And there is nothing too hard for thee.
And there's nothing too hard for Yahweh. They give you 100 years. That don't mean you're gonna do it. Ain't nothing too hard for Yah.
Thou showest loving kindness unto thousands.
Yahweh showing love account to thousands. When he get you out the feds in the state, he's showing love account to thousands.
And recompenses the iniquity of the fathers into the bosom of their children after them.
And forgiving you for your iniquity.
The great, the mighty Elohim, Yahweh of hosts, is his name.
Yahweh is his name. He the one done it. And nobody else do nothing.
Great in counsel and mighty in work. Thy eyes are open upon all the ways of the sons of men, to give everyone according to his ways.
Everyone according to his ways.
And according to the fruit of his doings.
That's all I needed right there. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Zechariah. Yeah, Zechariah. Zechariah, I think 9. Let's see. Yeah, Zechariah 9 and 11 verse.
Zechariah chapter 9, verse 11. As for thee also, by the blood of thy covenant, I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit wherein is no water. Turn ye to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope.
Prisoners of hope.
Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee, when I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. Yahweh shall be seen over them, and his arrows shall go forth as the lightning. And Yahweh Elohim shall blow the trumpet, and shall go with whirlwinds of the south. Yahweh of hosts shall defend them, and they shall devour and subdue with slain stones, and they shall drink and make a noise as through wine, and they shall be filled with bowls, and as the corners of the altar. And Yahweh the Elohim shall save them in that day as the flock of his people.
He always gonna save us, the righteous.
For they shall be as the stones of a crown, lifted up as an ensign upon his land. For how great is his goodness, and how great is his beauty! Corn shall make the young men cheerful, and new wine the maids.
Okay. All right. Now I think I'm about ready for comment and question. About anybody have any comment or question about the lesson? I'm ready for comment and question now. Somebody can add on. Yahweh is the one get y'all the penitentiary, not your money and not no lawyer, none of that. Any comment and question about the subject? Anybody have any more scripture to add to it? Declare. Any comment or question? Anybody? Let me see. Oh, okay. So he got a brother facing the line. Any comment or question about the lesson? Or add some scriptures to it. Let me go to Isaiah 42, I think. Let's see. No, Yahweh don't save. I think it's 42 or 43. Okay, portion say go to Psalms 142 and 7. I think I read that already. Yeah, I did. I read that. But we'll read it again. Psalms 142 and 7.
Psalms chapter 142, verse 7. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me.
That's right. Bring my soul out of prison so you can praise the mighty Yah. That's right. Yeah. Let's go to 40 Isaiah 43 and start at the 10th verse. And then them takers on here, where them takers at? Yeah, read that. 43 and 10.
Isaiah chapter 43, verse 10. Ye are my witnesses,
Yahweh say, we are his witnesses.
saith Yahweh,
Yahweh said it.
and my servant whom I have chosen,
Yahweh, we are the servant Yahweh chosen, nappy-headed Israelite.
and that ye may know and believe me.
That we may know and believe. If you don't know, you believe. If you don't believe, you better know.
And understand that I am he.
And we understand that ain't nobody but he. We don't depend on the system and the government for nothing. We understand it is Yah.
Before me there was no Elohim formed.
Before Yahweh, there wasn't no other God on earth.
Neither shall there be after me.
And ain't nobody coming 2,000 years later. Ain't nobody coming a million years later.
Even I, am Yahweh.
I am Yahweh.
And beside me there is no Savior.
And besides Yahweh, can't nobody save you. There it is. Keep reading.
And I have declared.
Yahweh said, I have declared.
And have saved.
And I'm the only one that can save.
And I have showed.
Yahweh has showed you what he did to the Egyptian, how he parted the Red Sea.
When there was no strange God among you.
When there wasn't no New Testament in the Quran. I showed you when there wasn't no such thing was a New Testament in the Quran, them Johnny come lately books. Read.
Therefore ye are my witnesses.
That's why we are his witnesses. Because we can testify that Yahweh did it and said it.
Saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said it.
That I am Elohim.
That he God. He the Almighty.
Yea, Before the day was, I am he.
Yahweh say before it was a such thing, it was a day outside. I was already on the scene. I was here.
And there is none that can deliver out of my hand.
And if you can run, but you can't hide, I'll put you in the penitentiary and I'll get you out. Can't nobody deliver out of Yahweh's hand.
I will work.
I will do what I want to do.
And who shall let it?
And ain't nobody going to stop me. Yahweh said, I do what I want to do and ain't nobody going to stop me.
Thus saith Yahweh.
That's all I needed. That's right. Okay, Miss Rob love corn. Miss Rob one love, that's corn. Yep. Let's see. Go to Isaiah 44 and 6.
Isaiah chapter 44. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 6. Thus saith Yahweh, the King of Israel.
He our king. We ain't got no other king. Yahweh is the king.
And his Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts.
The deliverer.
I am the first.
Yahweh said, I'm the first.
And I am the last.
Yahweh said, I'm the last.
And beside me there is no Elohim.
And beside Yahweh ain't no other God. I don't care what you're talking about. Yahweh said, I'm the only God, the real one anyway.
And who?
That's all I needed. Yeah, Yahweh said, I'm the first, I'm the last, I'm the only God. Yeah, but everybody else got their own God. Psalms 44 and 24. Psalm 44 and 24.
Psalms chapter 44, verse 24. Wherefore hidest thou thy face, and forgettest our affliction and our oppression? For our soul.
No. I said Isaiah 44 and 24.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 24. Thus saith Yahweh.
Yahweh talking.
Thy Redeemer.
Deliverer.
And he that formed thee from the womb.
He formed us from the womb.
I am Yahweh that maketh all things.
Yahweh said, I make it all things. I'm the only one can make it happen. Yahweh said, I make it all things.
That stretcheth forth the heavens alone.
I did it by myself. I didn't have no mother and father, nobody else helping me.
That spread abroad the earth by myself.
Yahweh said, I spread the earth by myself. Now let's go to Isaiah 45 and 5.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 5. I am Yahweh.
Yahweh said, I'm Yahweh.
And there's none else.
And there ain't nobody else. So you can call up who you want to call up. Ain't nobody else. Yahweh say ain't nobody else, so it ain't going to do you no good to call up on somebody else because ain't nobody else. Read.
There's no Elohim beside me.
Ain't no God with me. Ain't no Father, Son, and Holy Ghost like they teach you in church. Ain't nobody with me.
I girded thee.
I girded thee.
Though thou hast not known me.
That means I surround myself about you and you still don't know me. I girded thee, I surrounded myself around thee and you still don't know me. Read.
That they may know from the rising of the sun.
That you may know that sun out there rising. I'm the one to do that.
And from the west.
And it's set in the west.
That there is none beside me.
Ain't nobody with Yah. He by himself.
I am Yahweh.
I'm Yahweh. I'm not JC. I'm not Haile Selassie. I'm not Buddha. I'm not Allah. I'm not these other gods. That ain't my name. Read.
And there's none else.
Ain't nobody else. Ain't no Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Ain't nobody coming 2,000 years later. Ain't nobody else.
I form the light.
Yahweh, so I'm the one made the light outside. When it's daytime, that's Yahweh doing.
And create darkness.
I'm the one making dark outside 10, 11 o'clock at night. Who you think make it dark outside? Yahweh say, I'll create light. I create darkness.
I make peace.
I'm the one make peace. I keep the feds in the state off you.
And create evil.
I sick the police on you. I put the feds on you.
I, Yahweh, do all these things.
I, Yahweh, do all these things. So you can't escape his wrath. When the Almighty coming for you, he going to send them people at you. That's the only way. For disobedient, hard-headed, and stiff-necked. That's when you go. So, Yahweh said, I do it all. Now read that verse again. That's 7.
I form the light.
Yahweh said, I form the light.
And create darkness.
Now you know who make it dark outside.
I make peace
Now you know why the police don't bother you.
and create evil.
Now you know why they messing with you.
I, Yahweh, do all these things.
He do it all. What do the word all mean? Everything that happened in your life, Yahweh done it. Everything that ever said, everything that ever happened in your life, Yahweh done it. He just told you he create good and evil. I do it all. What do all mean? So they don't know what it means. We're going to see what it means. He said he do it all. Need some all.
All, the whole thing, or the whole amount of.
The whole thing, the whole amount.
Everyone.
Everyone.
As much as possible. Any whatever.
Any whatever. I do it all.
Alone.
Alone.
Only.
Only.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Everything.
Everything. I do it all. Everything.
The whole matter.
The whole matter. I do it all.
Every part or bit.
Every part or bit. I mean, everything that you ever did in your life, Yahweh allowed to happen. And sometimes he'll knock your head off. If you got away with it, thank Yah. If you didn't, still thank him.
Everything one has.
Everything one has. I did it all.
The whole amount.
The whole amount. I did it all.
Completely.
Completely.
Entirely.
Entirely.
Each. A piece. Before all other things. In spite of everything.
Yeah, everything. So in other words, when Yahweh say he did it all, that means everything that ever happened to you, Yahweh done it all. He do it all. Yep. Yahweh allow stuff to happen to you because of disobedient, hard-headed, and stiff-necked. Yes, he allowed things happen to you bad in life because you don't obey his commandment, laws, and statute judgment. That's why. That's why you went to jail. But when you learn better, you're supposed to do better. So everybody have did wrong, everybody have fall short, everybody did wrong in the eyes of Yah. But when you learn better, you're supposed to do better. We all make mistakes. We all have made mistakes, including me. But the Almighty punish everybody different. He punished me a certain way, punish everybody else a certain way. He ain't gonna punish you the same way. He got a different punishment for everybody. Everybody gonna be punished different. But it's a blessing to still be here to talk about it because he could have killed you. Because Yahweh still give out strokes and heart attacks and car wrecks. He do all that. So it's a blessing to still be here to talk about Yahweh. So when you learn better, you do better. You know, my grandmama used to say, take a pole wind that won't change. But people they so stuck in their own way, they don't want to change. But when you've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked, it's hard for you to change. It's hard for you to change. You want to keep on living that life. Yep. Let me see. Go to 30. Verse 9 tell you okay. I want 30 and 30:9.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children.
A rebellious people, lying children. Call yourself a Christian, a Muslim, lying children, rebellious. Read.
Children that will not hear the law of Yahweh.
They don't want to hear nothing about no law. They want to hear about anything and everything, but when it comes to the law, black folks don't want no part of no law.
Which say to the seers,
Which say to the leaders,
see not,
and
to the prophets,
and that's what they say to the prophets.
Prophesy not unto us right things.
Don't tell us the truth. Don't tell us what's right. They want to be lied to. Right? Read.
Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceits.
Trick us. Everybody want to be tricked. The book says prophesy of deceit. That means you want to be lied to. Because a lie sounds way better than the truth. The truth hurt. Don't want no truth. Everybody want to be lied to. Everybody want to hear something easy. They don't want nothing hard to do. They want something easy to do. Like go to church, give a pimp 10% of your money, and think you're going to heaven. You think that church going to get you to heaven, you're going to go to hell with gasoline drawers on. Go to Psalm 9 and 17. Let me show you how fast you're going to get to hell. Psalms, I think it's 9 and 17.
Psalms chapter 9, verse 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell.
The wicked going straight to hell. Who is the wicked? The one that don't obey commandments and laws and statutes and precepts of Yah.
And all the nations that forget Elohim.
And all the nations that forget him. Now go to 2 Chronicles 15 to 13 or 13, 15. First Chronicles. My favorite. Then we're going to get to that. All the wicked going to hell. Who is the wicked? The one that hate Yahweh.
2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse 13. That whosoever would not seek Yahweh Elohim of Israel should be put to death.
Whoever don't seek my God, which is Yahweh, going to be put to death.
Whether small or great.
I don't care if you're rich or poor, tall or short.
Whether man or woman.
I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Read.
And they swear unto Yahweh with a loud voice.
With a loud voice. We praise Yahweh with a loud voice, not whispering.
And with shouting.
And we shout. Praise the mighty Yahweh. We don't whisper.
And with trumpets and with cornets. And all Judah rejoiced at the oath, and for they have sworn with all their heart, and saw him with their whole desire, and he was found of them. And Yahweh gave them rest round about. And also concerning Maachah, the mother of Asa the king.
That's all I needed. Yeah. So you either gonna serve Yahweh or die. You can't have it no other way. That's the only way. It's the only way out of this thing is through Yahweh. You can't. Ain't no other thing gonna work. Ain't nothing else gonna work. If you hoping and wishing and praying for something else to work, it ain't gonna work. You got to go through Yah to prosper. Without Yahweh, you a dead duck. Yeah, he just told you. Read that again. If you think I'm lying, read it again. Whosoever.
That whosoever would not seek Yahweh Elohim of Israel should be put to death.
Whoever ain't looking for Yah, whoever don't seek Yah, whoever don't praise Yah, whoever don't believe in Yah,
whether small or great.
I don't care if you're a baby or a full-grown man.
Whether man or woman.
You one of them, ain't you? So he talking to you. You can't be both of them. You either a man or you're a woman, and he talking to you. And he talking, so that ain't got nothing to do with no color. He talking to all colors, because all colors got either a man or a woman. So he talking about everybody on this earth. Whether you're a man or a woman. Whether you're a Chinese or a Japanese, a Mexican, or Puerto Rico, or Ethiopian, a white man, or Italian, Russian, German, don't care whether you are a man or a woman. He's talking to everybody and all y'all. So you got to get in where you fit in, and you got to serve Yah. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ain't no I didn't know, because I'm popping corn. Ain't gonna be no excuses. No, sir, ain't gonna be no excuses. I have some on that. Go to 45 and start at the 21 verse. Yeah, 20, Isaiah 40, Isaiah 45 and 21. Yeah. Isaiah 45 and 21.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 21. Tell ye and bring them near.
Bring them near.
Yea, let them take counsel together.
Let them take counsel together. Watch this, y'all.
Who have declared this from ancient times.
Who have told you way back in the day, Yahweh?
Who have told it from that time.
Yahweh, watch this.
Have not I Yahweh?
Yahweh the one told you about it. Read.
And there is no Elohim else beside me.
Ain't no other God with me.
A just Elohim and a Savior.
I'm a just God and a Savior.
There is none beside me.
Ain't nobody beside me. So whatever they teach you in church is a lie. Because I ain't got no father, no mother. I ain't got no Holy Ghost either. Read.
Look unto me.
Yahweh say, look at me.
And be ye saved.
And be ye saved.
All the ends of the earth.
Oh, that word all again. All ends on earth. So if you on earth, he talking to you. Read.
For I am Elohim.
I'm God.
And there is none else.
It ain't nobody else.
I have sworn by myself.
Yahweh said, I swore by myself.
The word is gone out of my mouth in righteousness.
In righteousness.
And shall not return.
It ain't coming back. It ain't going. I ain't gonna change my mind. Oh, I forgot this. Yahweh ain't gonna change.
That unto me every knee shall bow.
Every knee shall bow.
Every tongue shall swear.
And every tongue gonna swear.
Surely shall one say, and Yahweh have I righteousness and strength. Even to him shall men come, and all that are incensed against him shall be ashamed.
Gonna be ashamed.
And Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified, and shall glory.
That's right. Yahweh say every knee gonna bow and every tongue gonna swear. That's right. And he said all. He said all again. Yeah. That's right. Wake up 13. They love to lie about living forever. All that's a lie. That's a cold lie. You ain't got to never believe in number Yah. You don't need no New Testament. You don't need no Quran. You don't need no Book of the Dead. You don't need no Hadith. You don't need nothing. You don't need nothing but over here. Got 613 laws. That's enough. We don't need no another law. But he just popcorn. He said every knee gonna bow and every tongue gonna swear. Boy, you gonna get your head knocked off. He said, whosoever would not seek the Lord God of Israel should be put to death. Whether man or woman, small or great, don't make no difference. Then over here he said, every knee gonna bow and every tongue gonna swear. That's right. That's right. Ain't no way around it. If you serving anybody other than Yah, you got gasoline draws on going straight to his ear. You understand me, Z? Yep. Let's see. Okay, go to Nehemiah. Nahum. Nahum chapter 1, verse 7. Nahum.
Nahum chapter 1, verse 7. Yahweh is good.
Yahweh is good.
A stronghold in the day of trouble.
A stronghold in the day of trouble. When you get in trouble, boy, you better be praising the mighty Yah.
And he knoweth them that trust in him.
Don't you know Yahweh know everybody that trust in him?
But
Yahweh know who capping, who faking, who perpetrating the fraud. He know that. Now read that again.
Yahweh is good.
He woke you up this morning. He got to be good. He let you see another day.
A stronghold in the day of trouble.
That's the only stronghold you get when you get in trouble. Is Yahweh. Call upon Yah.
And he knoweth them that trust in him.
And Yahweh know everybody that trusts in him. He know I trust in him. Without a shadow of a doubt. That's it. He know I trust in him without a shadow of a doubt. I'm calling up on Yah. Y'all see the shirt? That's right. He know the ones that trust in him. He know who faking, perpetrating the fraud, capping, lying, and a part-time Israelite. He know who the part-time Israelite and who the full-time. I'm full-time. I'm full-time, not part-time. And he know all full-time who the part-time is. Let me show them what Yahweh, the last thing Yahweh told in the book of Malachi. Go to Malachi. This is the last thing the prophet Malachi told. 4:4.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. Remember ye the law of Moses my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments.
For all Israel. So what do remember mean? Hold it. Yahweh told us to remember. All in blue. What do remember mean?
Remember, to think of again.
To think about it again.
To bring back to mind by trying.
Bring back to mind by trying.
Recall.
To
be careful not to forget.
To be careful not to forget.
To keep in mind for a gift.
Keep in mind.
Inheritance. To remember is to bring back to mind something one has kept alive in one's memory.
That's right. Don't never forget. In other words, the word remember means never forget. Now read that again. Malachi 4:4.
Remember ye the law of Moses my servant.
Yahweh told us to remember the law of Moses. He didn't tell us to remember what JC said, what Paul said, what Peter said, what James said, or Luke said. He said, remember my servant Moses.
Which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel.
Which I commanded in Horeb for all Israel. Not some of us, not most of us, not part of us, all Israel.
With the statutes and judgments.
With the statutes and judgments. That's right. That's what he told us. It. Remember my servant Moses, what I told and showed him. Never told us to remember nobody in the New Testament. Never told us to remember nobody in the Quran. Never told us to remember nobody in the Book of the Dead. Never told us to remember nothing in the Hadith. He said, remember my servant Moses. Why? Because Moses was his right-hand man. He loved Moses and he loved anybody. Loved Moses more than any of them. Let me show you that he loved Moses. He loved him so much. Let me show you what he did for him. Go to Exodus 4. I'm gonna start at the 4:15. Exodus 4:15.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 15. And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth.
Put words in his mouth.
And I will be with thy mouth.
Yahweh, so I'm going to be with your mouth.
And with his mouth, and will teach you what ye shall do.
Yahweh, so I'm going to teach you what to do and what to say.
And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people.
So Aaron, he going to be the spokesman to the people, because Moses couldn't, he was tongue-tied. He was speaking, he stuttered.
And he shall be, even he shall be to thee instead of a mouth, and thou shalt be to him instead of Elohim. And thou shalt take this rod in thy hand, wherewith thou shalt do signs.
So gave Moses a rod.
And Moses went and returned to Jethro his father-in-law, and said unto him, Let me go, I pray thee, and return unto my brethren which are in Egypt, and see whether they be yet alive. And Jethro said to Moses, Go in peace.
Go in peace. Now watch what Yahweh said, because Moses had to leave Egypt because they were looking for him. They had warrants on him.
And Yahweh said unto Moses in Midian,
Yahweh said to Moses in Midian,
Go, return into Egypt.
Go back to Egypt. Watch this.
For all the men are dead which sought thy life.
Everybody that was looking for you, I done killed them. Yahweh killed everybody that was trying to do something to Moses.
And Moses took his wife and his sons, and set them upon an ass, and he returned to the land of Egypt. And Moses took the rod of Elohim in his hand.
Okay, now read that 19 again.
And Yahweh said to Moses in Midian,
and Yahweh said to Moses,
Go, return to Egypt.
Go back to Egypt.
For all the men are dead which sought thy life.
I done killed everybody for you, Moses. That's how much he loved Moses. He killed everybody about Moses. Touch not my anointed, do my prophet no harm. He ain't playing with you. You better not bibble bop at a barbershop. She teach, and I feel like to use the internet to get his word through the corners of the earth. You are so right. And there are no excuses, especially because they be online and it's yeah. Well, the truth is the truth is rare. Everybody see these people doing it for money. That's mean they capping and faking. See, I'm doing it from the heart, and they doing it for money. I ain't never asked nobody for a dime on this show, never, and I never will. I give away money. I try to help people and give away money, but I don't ask for no money. See, the other people do different. They want to charge you for the word. Hold it. It just came to me. Let me see. Let me show you. You ain't supposed to be selling this word. Let's see. Can I find that right quick? Okay, I got it. Proverbs 23. Proverbs 23 and 23rd verse. 23 and 23. This one.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 23. Buy the truth and sell it not.
When you buy the truth, you buy the book in the store, don't sell it.
Also wisdom and instruction and understanding.
That's right. Ain't nothing for sale. When you go buy that book in Barnes and Noble, you buy the truth and you ain't supposed to sell it. I got the truth And I'm popping corn. I ain't trying to sell it. I'm popping corn. Now read that again. That's for Jewel Glad.
Buy the truth.
Buy the truth.
And sell it not.
And don't sell it like the preachers do. All churches sell it.
Also wisdom and instruction and understanding.
That's right. Everybody on this earth selling it but me. Everybody that wants some money, they begging. Yeah. Go get the hat. Go get one of them hats. Let me show you what they do. One of them hats hanging up there. They beg. They want something. They want to put something in the hat. Put something in the hat. $50, 50 cents, $20, anything. Put something in that hat. Praise y'all. We ain't studying no nothing. Yeah. Everybody wants some money. They want to lie to the people and get paid. Cause they talking like me, well, when nobody be in the church. They talk like me, they wouldn't have no followers. No, sir. No, sir. When somebody telling the truth, you ain't gonna hardly have no followers. That's how you know they telling the truth. Cause they don't want the truth. Let me show you. Let me see. Okay. Go to Psalm 120 and the 7th verse. Psalm 120 and 7th verse. Let me see.
Psalms chapter 120, verse 7. I am for peace.
When I speak, I'm for peace.
But when I speak,
they
are for war.
They get mad, ready to fight. That's right. Now go to Jeremiah 5:14. See, when I speak, they get mad. Jeremiah 5:14. Because when you tell the truth, everybody get mad at you. You got to sugarcoat for somebody to like you. I don't care if you don't like me. Long as Yahweh love me and y'all can hate me, I'm cool with that. I'd rather for Yahweh to love me and y'all hate me, for y'all to love me and Yahweh hate me. Read Jeremiah 5:14.
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore thus saith Yahweh Elohim of hosts.
When you speak my words, read.
Because ye speak this word.
Because I speak Yahweh words.
Behold.
I
will make my words in thy mouth fire.
The words come out of my mouth as fire.
And this people would.
And the people would. And it's going to devour them. They're going to get mad, boy.
And it shall devour them.
And burn them up. The words come out of my mouth, burn them up. That's all I needed with that verse. Now go to Amos 5:10.
Amos chapter 5, verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh at the gate.
They hate me.
And they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
And when I'm telling the truth and speaking uprightly, people hate me. Abhor. Now look up abhor for them. Now read it one more time.
They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
They hate anybody that rebuke them in the gate. Tell them they wrong. They need to change. They need to stop. They hate them kind of people to tell somebody when they're wrong according to the book. Not my opinion. Not what I believe. What I think. I tell you wrong according to the book. Read.
And they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
And when you speak uprightly, they hate you. That's all I needed. Now find out what abhor means. Oh, I heard about that, but I don't remember who he was. I don't remember that prayer. I heard he locked the door on the people. What do abhor mean?
Abhor, disgust, or hatred for.
Hate. Abhor mean hate. That's right. That's all I need. Yeah. Yeah. I heard about that Joe Glad. I forgot the name of that preacher. Did you hear about the preacher that kept the people in church and shut the door for the money or something like that? Yeah. He said, what you say? Tell me about our people hate correction. They are wicked. Yeah, that's right. They hate correction, brother. They sure do. They don't want to be chastised and told what's right. Yeah, yeah. Let me see. let me find some in Proverbs about that. See, go to Proverbs 14 and then 14 and 12. 14 and 12. Watch this. Now, this.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. There is a way which there is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
There's a way that seems right to a man. Watch this.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
He going to hell. He seemed like it's right. He feel like it's right, but you wrong with two left shoes. Read that again.
There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
It seemed Christianity seemed right. Islam seemed right. Doing wrong seemed right.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
But the end of you gonna bust hell wide open. That's all I needed. That's right. It seemed right. Go to Proverbs 15 and 10.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 10. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way.
Correction is grievous to them for forsaking the way.
And he that hateth with proof shall die.
And you hate the truth, you're going to die. That's... Read.
Hell and destruction are before Yahweh.
Hell and destruction is before Yah.
How much more than the hearts of the children of men?
That's right. Boy, you better change or you're going to die. That's that simple. That's up. Let me see. Okay. Get Proverbs 9 and 8.
Proverbs chapter 9, verse 8. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee.
Don't try to reject. Scorning me a person to reject the truth.
Rebuke a wise man.
Rebuke a wise man.
And he will love thee.
He gonna love you. He gonna love you when you tell him, man, listen, man, you mustard, man. Your breath stank, your feet. You know, you tell him the truth. You just tell him. Get him to the side, away from the people. Say, man, you wearing a cross, man. You got to throw that away. They ain't no good, man. Almighty don't like that. You know. Yeah, you tell a person, but don't try to blast them in front of other people. Yeah, he gonna get mad at you. You supposed to put them to the side. Say, brother, I don't mean no disrespect, man, but you know, your body out of order. Or man, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. You know, just keep it, you know, don't try to belittle him and put him on blast in front of somebody. Yeah, he gonna get mad at you. But if you put him to the side and give him the business, he should be humble. He should, yeah, man, you're right. Yeah. Job 28 and 28. Go to Job 28, 28 portion say. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. You have to do it in a righteous way. When you're trying to signify and mock and put them on blast, he ain't going to get mad at you. But you're supposed to put them to the side, he or she, and tell them where they wrong at.
Job chapter 28, verse 28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of Yahweh, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding.
That's right. That's wisdom when you part from it. You're right. You pop a corn, Portia. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, but long as you telling lies, you ain't going to have nobody listening to you. I mean, as long as you telling lies, you're going to have everybody listening to you. But when you tell the truth and ain't sugarcoating it and ain't watering down, they don't want no parts of this. Yeah. They don't want no parts of me. But they know I ain't gonna bend, I ain't gonna fold. It is what it is. In the raw, ain't no sugar. You want some sugar, you gotta go to the dollar store, Walmart, and get it. You can't get it here. In the raw on this station. It's in the raw on here. That's it, and that's all. Yeah, that one. Yeah, when people seem like they doing right, a homosexual think he right, a gay person think they right. You know, anything wrong, they think is right, and you're gonna get your head knocked off in the end about it for thinking you're right when you know you're wrong. Yeah, the only way you can find out right from wrong is the Old Testament. It's gonna teach you what to do and what not to do. That's right. And I don't use my opinion of what I think or how I was raised. I don't use my brain. I use what the book say. That's when they can't fight against me. Listen, let me show you reading the book say reason why they can't fight. Let me see. Go to Proverbs 21. Proverbs 21 and 30. Proverbs 21 and 30. Okay, I'm gonna get to it.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 30. There is no wisdom nor understanding nor counsel against Yahweh.
Ain't none of that. That's when they gonna lose messing with me. Read it again.
There is no wisdom.
Right there. There's no wisdom. What else to say?
Nor understanding.
No understanding.
Nor counsel against Yahweh.
Against Yahweh. That's right. He ain't finna never let you win. I got Yah and you got a lie. I got Yah and you got the New Testament. I got Yah and you got a Quran. I got Yah and you got your own opinion. I got Yah and you got how you was raised. You ain't gonna never win. I got Yah and you got a lie. Because if Yah didn't say it, it's a lie. Everything that you say is a lie. If Yahweh didn't say it, it's a lie. If Moses didn't say it, it's a lie. If Jeremiah didn't say it, it's a lie. If Abraham didn't say it, it's a lie. If Ezekiel said it, it's a lie. If he didn't say it, it's a lie. So I ain't stuff what you talking about. Okay, let's go to 2 Chronicles 36, 15 through 16. I want to know why Portia the only one talking today. Ain't nobody else got nothing to say. He the only one coming in and saying something. And Drew Gladys said something. Everybody else silent night. Don't be mad now. Portion say 2 Chronicles 36, chapter 15 and 16 verse.
2 Chronicles chapter 36, verse 15. And Yahweh Elohim of their fathers sent to them by messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of Elohim and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of Yahweh arose against his people, till there was no remedy.
That's right. Gonna get your head knocked off. All the righteous come, you mock them, make fun of them, tell them to get on down the road, and the Almighty gonna kill you. That's right. You pop a corn, Portia. Yeah. You sure pop a corn. That's it. Yeah. Well, brothers, I'm gonna get ready to close out. Ain't nobody got nothing to say today. Everybody's, tongue tied. But I just want y'all to know that the Almighty is the one got y'all out the penitentiary. Let me see which one I want to read again. Psalm 146. I'm finna read it one more time. I think that's the one I want. Let me see. Oh, yeah. No, I think. No. 142. You're going to teach my my granddaughter used to keep the Sabbath, and my mom would tell me that we were in a cult. Now she is that gay stuff with my mother. Okay, that's sad that you're glad I ain't got. I don't know. Just had to put it in Yahweh hands. That's all I can say, sister. Yeah. Let me read this 120 again. 142 again.
Psalms chapter 142, verse 1. I cried unto Yahweh with my voice unto Yahweh did I make my supplication. I poured out my complaint before him. I showed before him my trouble. When my spirit was overwhelmed within me, then thou knewest my path. And the way wherein I walked have they privately laid a snare for me. I looked on my right hand and beheld, but there was no man that would know me. Refuge failed me, no man cared for my soul. I cried unto thee, O Yahweh. I said, Thou art my refuge and my portion in the land of the living. Attend unto my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me.
That's right. Okay. Well, with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to close out, and I want to give all honor, glory, worship, and praise to Yahweh by saying Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now I want to send out a shout out to Larry Hoover. I want to send a shout out to Red Man, Carmen. I want to send a shout out to let me see, KT and Hadney and Escobar. Y'all brothers and sisters, shalom. See y'all brothers and sisters, shalom, shalom. Yeah.